Should the Rav Shalita. Today, it's a day of Yom Shekulo Torah. Usually, every day, we have the obligation to study Torah. But, for those who work all week, so one of the questions that Hashem asks a person after 120 years, did you fix a date? Did you fix an hour for the Torah? This is one of the questions that they ask you. Usually, we're busy all day, or we're busy at night. But you have to give as well time for Hashem, time for the Torah. This is the holy teruma. Teruma is Torah ma. Every Jew has the obligation to give a gift, to give a donation of his time to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What the meaning the time? The time is the Torah that you give to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kvi'ot itim. To fix an hour. To fix a day. Yom Shekulo Torah. Why not? If one day there was a rabbi who came to Rav Shteyman alav shalom, he asked him, I study, but I don't have the pleasure when I study. And the rabbi said that when you study Torah, you have the pleasure. Ta'amu ukidov Hashem. You study Torah, you have the taste, you taste the Torah. So I don't taste it, I don't feel the pleasure. So I told him, maybe your mouth is not clean. Maybe you speak Lashon Hara. The mouth that is not clean, you cannot have the taste of the Torah like a baby. A baby loves sweets, but if he has problems with his mouth, he cannot have the pleasure to eat sweets. So Rabotai, it's an obligation. The same way that you have an obligation to support your family, to support yourself, you have an obligation that to think about after. Rabotai, my friend, after, what do you mean after? After, it's that mean up there. Up there, it's a Olam Shekolot Torah. Up there, there is no food, there is no holiday, there is no cars, there is no planes, there is no food, there is nothing. What you have up there? Torah. So if you have the pleasure of Torah here, you get it there. But if you don't have the pleasure of Torah here, you don't do it here. So you have a problem up there. One of the things that is very important for you to know, that every time when you sit and learn Torah, you have to feel Kintinata Mer Sinai. You have to feel like it's today you received the Torah from Har Sinai. I would like to ask you a question. Baruch Hashem, there is a lot of people here who do Daf Yomi. Do they feel Har Sinai when they do Daf Yomi? Do they feel Har Sinai Kintinata Mer Sinai? This is something that every one of us should think. Okay, beseder, we do Kovei Aitim LaTorah. This morning, there was there a man. He prayed with us this morning. I don't know if he's here now or not. I can't see very well. But this man, few years ago, Baruch Hashem, he never missed Daf Yomi. Always Daf Yomi, Daf Yomi. And Baruch Hashem, I think he did already the whole Shas once. Twice, maybe twice. And one day he was supposed to go to France, and when he arrived to the airport, he remembered that he forgot his Gemara. Now he's at the airport. To go back to Côte Saint-Luc, it was the rush hour, he will miss the plane. So he called his wife, and his wife, she told him, well, how can I get you the Gemara in 1 hour? Your flight leaves in 1 hour. He said, look, Be'ezat Hashem, I wait. Be'ezat Hashem, you come, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, maybe there will be a nest. And he told me that his wife, she arrived 2 hours later, and the plane had a delay of 2 hours. As soon that she arrived to the airport, she gave the Gemara to a Jew there who worked there in the airport in Air France. Please, if you can give this to my husband, the plane did not go. As soon here, he received the Gemara, they called the people to go inside the plane. That means even the plane he waited for this Gemara to arrive. When you love Torah, the Torah loves you as well. You know, there is a story about some rabbis that they were invited to the Brit Milah of Elisha ben Abuya, and after the Brit Milah, they sit and learn Torah. And then, by learning Torah, a fire came, and Avuya, the father of the boy, he asked the rabbis, "Did you come to my house to burn my house?" So they told him, "No, it's the ash of the Torah. It's the ash, it's the fire of the Torah. You know, the Torah was given by ash. And because we study Torah, so we feel what we study Kintinata Har Sinai. We feel like the Torah, it was given from Har Sinai. Rabotai, it was given from Har Sinai. That means when you have the pleasure, that's what you feel. How you can get this pleasure? Well, the pleasure to study Torah only, you get it when you are koveya, when you fix a time, not when I have time. No, you have to fix a time. By fixing a time of the Torah, so you will never miss that time. You will never miss that time that you fix. So through that you will come to love the Torah. I will never forget this beautiful story of Rish Lakish. Rish Lakish was the head of the mafia at the time, and he was a thief. He had some people that were together, gangster, to steal money from people. And one day he saw Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan was a very handsome man, very, very. He had no beard, but he was very. So he thought it was a woman. So he jumped. When he jumped, he saw Rabbi Yochanan. He said, "Oh, you feel a nashim. You have the beauty of a woman. You're not a woman. You're a man." So Rabbi Yochanan told him, "So you jumped like that just for me?" He said, "Yes." So he told him, "You know, I have a sister. If you want, I can introduce you to my sister, and you get married to her. But one condition. Come tomorrow, we study Torah, and I give you my sister." He told him, Rish Lakish said, "Okay, it's a deal. I come tomorrow." So Rish Lakish wanted to go back by jumping, and he felt that he had no koah, he had no strength to run. So Rish Lakish, he looked at Rabbi Yochanan. He told him, "What you did to me? Suddenly I can't jump." He told him, "Helech leoraita. Your strength now is for the Torah. That strength that you have for women, that strength that you have to steal people, now the same strength you now by accepting the deal that I did with you. So now your strength, you went to the Torah, so that's why you lost your strength. You cannot go back. You cannot jump back." My friend, I would like to ask you one question. Would you give your daughter to somebody from the mafia? Nobody. How Rabbi Hanan? He will give his sister to Rish Lakish. How you understand this? To give his sister to Rish Lakish. And Rish Lakish was very well known at that time that he was a mafia man. How? Rabotai, Rabbi Yochanan, he was not, his thought is not like ours. Rabbi Yochanan saw the potential that Rish Lakish could have. Rish Lakish, because he used his strength for other things, now he can change his strength for the Torah. And we saw a lot of people. And Bemet, I'm telling you, I know a lot of people that they were far away from the Torah, far away from religion, and I don't believe how they change. How they change? Why? Because of Abalitahem Sa'ino. When somebody wants to become pure, so they help him from the Shamayim. Rish Lakish, mitoch shel lishma avalisho. Rish Lakish, for a beauty, he accepted the sister of Rabbi Yochanan. For the beauty, he accepted. But, my friend, once Rabbi Yochanan started to study Torah, he enjoyed the Torah, and he became Havrota of Rabbi Yohanan. My friend, you have to know something. The koach of the Torah, you have no idea what it is. The koach of the Torah. When Hashem he gives the Torah to Am Yisrael, one of the things he asked them, do you want the Torah? They said, yes. Na'aseh v'nishma. We do, we will listen. Usually when they propose you a business, you don't say right away, yes, I want the business. First, tell me about the business. Nishma. And after na'aseh, after I accept. Usually this is the business. Otherwise, maybe he will say you something is not right. You have to see. You have to look. But in Israel, they said, na'aseh v'nishma. He said, we want to do. Then we listen. How, from where? Even Hashem, he couldn't believe. The Bnei Israel, they said, na'aseh v'nishma. It was only Malach, a Malach that has no Itzara. A Malach can say na'aseh v'nishma. A Malach, yes. He live up there, no Itzara. He can say na'aseh v'nishma. But a man with Itzara, it's impossible to say na'aseh v'nishma. First nishma, then na'aseh. Then first I listen, then I do. But not I do, then and after I listen. My friend, this is the secret of a Jew, na'aseh v'nishma. The secret of a Jew to do and after to listen. It's when a Jew feel something. This is something incredible that I want to tell you. If you feel Hashem, do you know HaKadosh Baruch Hu? You know HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachim, they know HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But they have no Yitzhara. But we here, we have Yitzhara. To know HaKadosh Baruch Hu with Yitzhara, it's not easy. It's not easy. No, even, look, I have a white beard. Do you think I don't have Yitzhara? Of course I have Yitzhara. Who don't have Yitzhara? You know the Chafetz Chaim Alav Shalom, when he was old, he used to come to the synagogue. He used to cross the street for the synagogue, and it was the time when it was cold, it was an old lady, she bring him a tea, hot tea. And one day the Chafetz Chaim started screaming, what's going on? What is screaming? So people came, Rabbi, what do you need? Why are you screaming? He said, who's that woman to bring me? Tzara. So to him, she's old woman, you're old man. He said, with Tzara, there is no old. Tzara is, even if you're old, the Tzara is very strong. My friend, Rabotai, Am Yisrael, to reach this level, to say, na'aseh v'nishma, because Rabotai, Bnei Israel hayu be'ahdut, they were like one. You have to know something, qualities to feel the Torah kintenata mi'ar Sinai. You have to think, what was the secret? How did Bnei Israel reach that level to say na'aseh v'nishma? And to receive the Torah, to accept the Torah, because they repair all the bad qualities that they had. They repair all the bad qualities. Israel arrivin ze beze, belev echad ki ish echad. They were like one. There was no ego. I am more than you, and we're not the same people. No, everybody was the same. When you feel that everybody is the same, you love your neighbors, you help, you correct your midot, so automatically you will love the Torah. The Torah came when the midot are clean. My friend, you can go to a restaurant, the most expensive restaurant in the world. You ask for the best food. If they bring you the food and a plate that is not clean, you will not eat it. You will not eat it. Rabotai, the Torah in a clean body, if the Torah in a dirty body, it doesn't make sense. So that is the secret. How the Bnei Israel reach this level of Naaseh v'nishma. We do after we see, like the Malachim, there is no fight between them, there is no hate between them, there is no bad language. Kulam ahovim, kulam barurim, all of them are like one. So when the Am Yisrael is like one, clean, no jealousy, no lashon hara, chesed, tzedakah, midot tovot, so automatically, when you will reach the level that every day you will feel the Torah kintinata me'ar Sinai. You will feel kintinata me'ar Sinai. I think about Rabbi Rish Lakish, the fact that he said, I come tomorrow to study Torah, the fact that he said, even that he was a gangster, even that he was a mafia man, but the fact that he said tomorrow, I come to study Torah, I think he really meant it. He meant that I will go tomorrow to study Torah. Maybe I need to have a better life. The life that I have today is no good. Maybe through the sister of Rabbi Hanan, I will change my life. You know, there is a halacha. Halacha, if somebody wants to be mekadesh, somebody who to get engaged to a woman, and tell her, and he told her, I want to be your Ami Kodeshit li for the teshuvah that I want to do. She's Kodeshet. I'm going to do teshuvah. So it was like, it's like Rish Lakish, he did a kiddushin. It's like an engagement with the Torah. And because that he did that kind of engagement with the Torah, so now it's like kintinata me'ar Sinai, like he received the Torah right now. You know, today I received one person. This person, Bemet, listen to this. I was very, impressed by what he told me. He said that he had a big tumor in the head, and the doctor, they advised him, they would give him some treatment, but there is no guarantee that he will be safe, he will be buried. So I told him, how are you now? He said, Rabbi, I have to tell you something. I said, Hashem, I take on me, and look, listen, it was not Shomer Shabbat, it was not Shomer nothing, but just, he did something that, I don't know what happened that minute that his tefillah was accepted in the Shamayim. He took a commitment. I will put tefillin, I will put a kippah on my head, and Hashem, take care of my head, take care of my brain. I will take care that I will put tefillin. And he said, a few months later, he went to the doctor, and the doctor asked him, are you still here? Are you still alive? He said, yes, now I want to know how I am. He said, how are you? I don't know. You're supposed to be dead. What? You are still on earth. You're supposed to be under the ground. That's what he told me today. So they started to do all kind of tests. They couldn't believe he had nothing. His brain was clean. Kintinata me'ar Sinai. When you take an engagement toward Hashem, so HaKadosh Baruch Hu as well, he take some engagement toward you. But I hope that everyone here knows that the Bnei Israel at that special moment of Matan Torah, I was wondering what happened exactly at that moment when Hashem, he said, Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Anochi Hashem Elokecha. Everyone knows that Hashem is Hashem. Who doesn't know that Hashem is Hashem? Everybody knows. Especially they were in Egypt with all the miracles that they saw in Egypt. But so what it is the Chidush? What Hashem wants to tell them? It's me Hashem Elokecha. It's me Hashem, your Hashem. Of course, if they are here, they know it's Hashem. What is declaration? What is message? Anochi Hashem Elokecha asher hotzitecha me'eretz Mitzrayim bet avadim. Rabotai, my friend, At that moment, it was very important for Hashem to show them something. There is a midrash who said, the moment of Matan Torah, Hashem opened the Shamayim, and he told the Bnei Israel, look, אין עוד מלבדי, אין עוד מלבדי. I am alone here. There is no another God here. It's me. I am only me. My friend, that was enough for the Jewish people. All the Nishamot, they were there. We were there. Till Mashiach, all the Nishamot of Israel, they were at that moment when Hashem, he said, Anuchi Hashem Elokecha. Open your eyes. Look, there is nobody, there is only. They saw something, as you know, at that moment, when Hashem he declared who he was, that declaration, this Anuchi, that Anuchi remained till now. From where we have Baruch Hashem Imunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We have Imunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. From where we have this Imunah, Misirot Nefesh, we are willing to do all kinds of Misirot Nefesh for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Well, my friend, on Matan Torah, Hashem, he showed them. They saw something. And what they saw, we saw. And what they saw, what we saw, it's remained. It's like to remember what we saw on Matan Torah. We have to open a book. We have to study Torah, the Og Sheba Torah. And I would like, Rabbi, to finish with Rabbi Hanania Bidusa, Rabbi Hanania B'Teradion. When Rabbi Hanania B'Teradion, Alav Shalom, when the Romans catch him because he was studying Torah, Rabbi Hanania B'Teradion, he was a Sefer Torah in his shoulder. He was teaching Bnei Israel. The Roman came, they took Rabbi Hanania B'Teradion, they took the Sefer Torah around him, and they started to burn him. They started to burn him to die slowly, to suffer. And the Romans, they wanted the Talmidim, the student, that they will see what happened to the rabbi, so that they will not study Torah. And Rabbi Hanania B'Teradion, like Rabbi Akiva, all the Asara Urgi Malchut, all the big tzaddikim that they were killed by the Roman, or the tzaddikim, they were Gilgulim of the Shvatim, because they sold Yosef. I don't want to talk about that. But like Rabbi Akiva, he did not scream. He just said, Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. I mean, they were those 10 tzaddikim, they suffered so much the way they were killed. You know, they did not scream. Rabbi Hanania B'Teradion, he was just sitting with the Sefer Torah around him, and they burned him. And Rabbi Hanania B'Teradion just was carry on, saying Shema Israel. And the Talmidim, they asked him, Rabbi, what do you see? What do you see? He told them, what I see? I see the Sefer Torah burning and the letters flying. What does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean? I see the Sefer Torah burning and the letters flying. And they ask him, what do you see? What do you mean, what do you see? Imagine if somebody burned me and they ask me what I see. I see the fire. I see they are burning. But what they meant when they said, what do you see? The question was, what's going to be? What's going to happen? What it is the message? If the Romans will kill, they will kill you. Who's going to teach us Torah? What do you see? Give us an answer. He told them, after all, what do you see? You see me. You see the Romans, they are burning, they are killing me. Yeah, but they can kill me, but they cannot kill my Torah. My Torah is like letters are flying. Yes. A man is a Sefer Torah. The Sefer Torah is burning, they burn me. But the letters, the Torah, my ma'asim My Torah is flying. You can catch it. You learn from me. How much we have to learn from the tzaddikim, the way they act, the way they serve Hashem. Because every day they feel Kintinata Mer Sinai. Every day they feel the Torah was given today. It was given today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is tomorrow. Yesterday it's too late. No, today. Because there is no tomorrow, there's no yesterday or tomorrow. Kintinata Hayom Mer Sinai, today. It's a new day. You cannot say tomorrow. Tomorrow it's, the Rabbi Senator said, if you don't eat one day, you don't eat one day. You cannot eat the next day or the dinners that you missed. No, what you missed, you missed. That's it. You can only eat the dinner of today, the dinner of yesterday. You missed it. My friend, this is the secret. Hayom Kintinata Mer Sinai. Because if you feel, yesterday I received Torah, what about today? If you wait till tomorrow, what about today? So always we have to feel Kintinata Mer Sinai every day. And this is the Rabbi Hanania B'Teradion. When he said, I see till the time, till the minute that he died, I see my Torah flying. I mean, I fly with the Torah. I mean, even at that moment that they were killing him, the Roman, he felt that it was an example for his Talmidim. That's okay. The body is burning. The Roman burned the body, but they cannot burn the Torah, because the Torah, it's a kayemet le'ol me'ad. It will remain all the time. My friend, how much every one of you has the obligation to study Torah. The Torah, how can you know how to keep Shabbat? How can you know how to keep Taharat HaMishpacha, Kashrut? To live as a Jew daily, you need to study Torah. Otherwise, it's a problem. It's a problem. I mean, a lot of people think, I don't study Torah as a big rabbi. No. To be a pilot, lehavdil, you have to learn how to be a pilot. To be a doctor, you have to learn how to be a Jew, you have to learn how to be a Jew. What do you think? You think to be a Jew is easy? No. I would like to finish with this beautiful story that happened to me on Sunday night. On Sunday night, I was in New York for a Chatuna, and it was the last day of Hanukkah. And then I had a problem because I'm going to miss Hanukkah. And it's the last night. So all week I was waiting for Zot Hanukkah HaMizbeach. There is all the shefa, all the kedusha of all the light of Hanukkah. You get hashpa'ah, a spiritual influence of them only during the week. Hanerot halalu kodeshem. But the last day, you have the 8 candles, the light. You get Zot Hanukkah HaMizbeach. It's a big kedusha, and now there is no Hanukkah. I was a little bit, and the menorahs, the menorah is the symbol of the Torah. You don't need the light of the menorah. The menorah is just to remind you that only through the Torah you can see the light. We ask Hashem, please Hashem, open our eyes. Why your eyes are not open? Yes, they are open, but you don't understand. You don't enjoy Torah. So we ask Hashem, Hashem, please give us to enjoy. Give us the light to see clearly. So, Rabotai, the last day of Hanukkah is a very special day. It's a day of Hishoot. And I had no Hanukkah. So I asked Mr. Marciano, please send somebody to buy me a Hanukkah. 1 hour and a half, he came with a Hanukkah. Now we had a problem, where to light the Hanukkah. So we went to the hotel, and the hotel, you're not allowed to light the Hanukkah in the room, so you have to light it in the lobby, but you must ask permission. So I went to the reception, And I asked the man, I would like to do, and it was their big Hanukkah electric. He said, Hanukkah, hey, you have Hanukkah, switch off and light it. I said, no, I don't want artificial Hanukkah. I want a real one. No, I want a real. I showed him my Hanukkah. I want to light it. He said, no. Here it's a hotel. You're not allowed. No, you cannot do that. I was very sad. I said, Hashem, what was the next? When you have a problem, you have to talk to Hashem. Understand? Yeah. Oh, Hashem, you have to talk to him. Always I saw my father talking. He talk. And Hashem will answer you. You don't listen. You don't listen to the answer, but you feel the answer. Always you have a problem. You pray. You pray. When you pray, you talk. What do you mean praying? I pray, I talk. I talk to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I pray to Hashem, talk. So Rabotai started to see the Ribono Shel Olam. What was the ness of Hanukkah? Hipsu Matsu. The ness of Hanukkah, the Hashmonaim, after they fight the Greek, and Baruch Hashem, they saw bigness, they said, Hashem, now we'll again light the Hanukkah. They wanted the Beit HaMikdash, but there was no shemen. They fabric a Hanukkah. There is a mahloket how they fabric the menorah. Anyway, they fabric a menorah. Now they have a problem. There is no oil. Then they find a small bottle of oil. And the nest was, instead of staying light, one night, it was a nest for 8 days. I said, Hashem, the Hashmonaim, they had no shemen, no oil, and they find the oil. And that was the nest. I said, Hashem, I have Hanukkah, I have the oil, I have the ptilot, I have everything, but I don't have space where to light it. So I need, I have everything, I need space. At that moment, the Goy, he saw that we had a problem, because he refused. He said, sir, you can light your Hanukkah here, in front of me, so I can look at it. I told him, Toda Rabbi, thank you very much, with a big smile. Toda. Hanukkah is the Torah. It's not Hanukkah HaMizbeach. The awe of the Torah is Hanukkah. I was very happy. And I started to say, Hashem, Toda Rabbi. And then he called us again, hey. No, don't light it there. Go on top of the table in the lobby, you light it there so everybody can look at it. Look from nothing to something. This is the koah of the Torah. Na'aseh v'nishma. To feel the Torah kintinata me'ar Sinai. Now, my friend, when you study Torah, if you feel that you are obligated, it's an obligation to come to study, you miss something. Because what you miss is that you don't feel kintinata me'ar Sinai, that the Torah was given today from Har Sinai. The Torah was not given once 2,000 years ago. No, today. You have to feel today was given. Today. This is the feeling that you have to feel. And it's not easy to feel that kind of feeling. But if you love the Torah, be'emet, you do, Mesirat Nefesh, you wake up, you don't miss, and you correct your qualities, you will feel it. And you will feel the pleasure of the Torah. So B'ezrat Hashem today was decreted like Yom Shekulo Torah, a day that all day is Torah. Just don't forget, it's not only today, it's every day. Every day we have this obligation to study Torah. Baruch Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu He gave to Miami a beautiful place with a big Rabbi, Rabbi Malim Shalita, big Talmid Chacham. That Baruch Hashem is very well known the way explain the Gemara, the way he explained the halachot. So Baruch Hashem, take this advantage, B'ezrat Hashem. Now in this place there is Baruch Hashem, a new committee, Baruch Hashem. There'll be more Torah Be'ezat Hashem. And I think the more Torah there is, so we will feel Kintinata Me'ar Sinai. We will feel that feeling that the Torah was given today. And yes, you know, my friend, before we came to this world, before we came, we don't want to come. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu forced us to come. בעל כוחך אתה בא, בעל כוחך אתה נוצר, בעל כוחך אתה נולד. We don't want to come. We don't want to take the risk. So Hashem will tell us, but you have Torah there, and there is a Tzara. You will fight the Tzara. You will have the weapon, the Torah, and then you will have a big reward. If you stay here, there is nothing. You can get nothing. Just like a malach. But still, we don't want. We don't want. Until Rabotai HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised us something. כל ישראל יש להם חלק לעולם הבא. Hashem promised us something. I will be with you. I will help you. I will be with you. Look, you see, there, this is your place. כל ישראל יש להם חלק לעולם הבא. Every Jew has a space in העולם הבא. חלק, a space belong to you. And there, but to belong to you, that space, near me, you have to go down there. So the Neshama, Hashem seduced the Neshama to accept, to come here. It's a big risk, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So, oh Hashem, we come from up there with all the pleasure of the Torah that we had up there. Just we have to revive that pleasure. Once we revive that pleasure, so when the time comes to leave this world, we don't want to die. We don't want. We do everything we can to remain alive. Why? Not because of the pleasure to live, because like Moshe Rabbeinu, he had 120 years. It's not the pleasure just to live, because he wanted to do more Torah. But before he came, he didn't want to come. But once he tested the Torah, the test of the Torah in this world has another test, not the same like up there, something else. But to test the Torah after you leave this world after 120 years, the Ta'anug up there, Ayin Lo Ra'ata. You have no idea how it is, that test. But to have that test up there, because up there is no food, there is nothing. You get bored up there. If you sit like that, there is nothing to do. No business, no shops, no wife, no children, nothing. No mother-in-law, nothing. There is what? There is a pleasure. Pleasure of what? A pleasure of the Torah of Gan Eden. That you don't have it here. Something else. But to get that something else, you have to go through the pleasure. If you have pleasure, you have the pleasure of the Torah here, you get the pleasure of the Torah there. If, God forbid, Chas v'Chaila, you don't feel the pleasure of the Torah here, so up there, okay, you do tzedakah, you do mitzvot, chesed, but you get bored. You have nothing to do. Nothing to do. How much we have to take the opportunity to feel here, Kintinata Me'ar Sinai. If we do feel the Torah, Kintinata Me'ar Sinai, so we won everything. יהי רצון שהקדוש ברוך הוא will give you ברכה והצלחה, בריאות, פרנסה טובה, עלייה בתורה ובשמיים, ונזכה כולנו יחד ביד משיח צדקנו, במהרה בימינו אמן.